8 Premier League defeats by February.
Liverpool have won at the home of the serial champions.
Out of the title race by December.
Pep Guardiola looks shell-shocked.
Out of the Champions League by February.
This is wearing expressions of grave disappointment.
Riddled with injuries.
Rodri has suffered a ligament injury.
Pep is facing the biggest rebuilding job he's ever had to do in his managerial career. Let's take a deeper look into the managerial issues facing Manchester City and whether Pep Guardiola has the tools at his disposal to overcome those and return Man City to their recent glory days.
This is English football history.
Let's take a deep dive with Football Manager Insider. We are in complete uncharted waters here. This is the first time in Pep's career that he might not finish in a Champions League position. Guardiola needs to find tactical solutions if he is to save Man City's season from being a disastrous one. Now, with that in mind, here are a few tactical changes that Pep Guardiola could consider doing. The first change to consider is to move Akanji into midfield as a CDM or number 6 position in the absence of Rodri to try and regain control of games. Now, this might seem like a drastic move, but hear me out here. Guardiola's fundamental principle is control, as we all know. Pep's footballing philosophy has always been to slow the match down, move into a rigid, structured shape up the pitch, and suffocate the opposition through possession domination. Man City's shots faced per match on the counter-attack under Guardiola has risen significantly from 0.7 in their treble-winning season to an alarming 1.2 so far this season. We all know Rodri's return would negate this issue, but he won't be back in time this season, so Pep must rethink the number 6 defensive role. Gundogan and Kovacic have both been tried and tested, but neither have the legs nor the tactical nous or experience to snuff out danger. Now, you may say this is the reason why Pep went and brought Nico Gonzalez, a deadline day signing from Porto for £50 million. But his attributes actually differ massively from Rodri's. Before his transfer from FC Porto to Man City, Nico Gonzalez ranked 7th in possession regains with 73 this season. Gonzalez stands out for his ball-carrying abilities rather than his defensive attributes. Manuel Akanji, on the other hand, has all those defensive instincts that Pep is looking for. So if Pep plays a double pivot in the number 6 role of Akanji and Gonzalez, this would limit City's shots faced on the counter-attack. The second thing that Pep's Man City must significantly increase is their pressing game. Manchester City's issues defending counters are not simply due to personnel. City's pressing game has dropped off massively, especially their counter-pressing. Man City rank bottom of the Premier League table for pressing resulting to turnover and counter pressures. Now that is an alarming stat. The solution isn't easy for Pep, as Man City have an aging squad. Pep's teams of old pressed ferociously, especially in the final third of the pitch. A return to this would certainly help their defensive setup when guarding against counters. Subsequently, this would then in turn help increase their ball possession and dominance over games. Lastly, Man City must look to reshape the structure of their wingers to lessen their predictability, as far too often they are becoming predictable in some games. A glaring issue is creativity in the wide areas. This reached a new low in their defeat to Liverpool. Pep Guardiola has a habit of informing his wingers to move inside to support Erling Haaland, but this means leaving the fullbacks to hold the width. Man City's wingers have been ineffective for tactical reasons. They have either been crowded by the opposition when told to sit back behind Haaland or isolated in wider areas. When given the opportunity, Savinho, Mamouche, Grealish and Doku should be holding the width, with Foden and De Bruyne freed up by Kanji and Gonzalez playing behind. As a result of this, Man City haven't scored near as many goals as they have done previous seasons down the wings. At their peak of the treble-winning season, Man City would score plenty of goals via their wingers driving to the byline and delivering interchanging passes to create cutback opportunities. These, unfortunately, have all but disappeared. In summary, we here at Football Manager Insider do believe that if Pep manages to do those three things here, Man City have a fantastic opportunity to go on a run and finish in the top 4. In summary, these are all merely suggestions based off Man City's offensive and defensive setups that we at Football Manager Insider have noticed. To all Man City fans watching, you don't need us reminding you that Pep is a serial winner who will certainly find a solution to Man City's woes and get them to the top once more.
A City treble!
Now, thank you for watching Football Manager Insider. Please subscribe and hit the notification button for more to come.